Right now, invisible waves are flying through your body, dozens of them. They carry your messages, your bank login, the video you're watching this on, and the little box blinking in your hallway has been quietly getting smarter for 25 years. And most people never noticed. So here's every single generation of Wi Fi, from the slow ancient one your grandpa had to the one that's faster than the cable plugged into your wall. Stick around because somewhere in this list is the exact Wi Fi your router is using tonight. And there's a good chance it's already old. Here's the thing nobody tells you: Wi Fi isn't one invention, it's a ladder. Every few years, a new rung gets added. Your old devices stay on the lower rungs, and your internet quietly gets stuck there with them. Knowing where you stand on this ladder is the difference between a house that flies and a house that buffers. So let's climb it, one generation at a time. It starts in 1999. The very first Wi Fi anyone actually bought was called 802.11b. Today we'd call it Wi Fi 1. It moved data at 11 megabits per second. To put that in human terms, downloading one single photo from your phone today would have taken it several seconds. It worked, barely. But for the first time, your laptop could sit on the couch instead of being chained to a cable. And that felt like magic. Then, almost immediately, two paths split. There was a faster cousin called 802.11a, it's Wi Fi 2, that was technically quicker, but used a frequency most home gear ignored, so it ended up mostly in offices. Think of it as the talented sibling nobody at the party recognized. In 2003, the one that actually went into every home arrived: 802.11g, or Wi Fi 3, 5 times faster than the first one, and it just worked everywhere. This is the Wi Fi of early YouTube, of the first iPhone, of a whole generation learning what the router is down meant as a family emergency. If you remember waving your laptop around the house, hunting for one more bar, this was the rung you were standing on. But all three of these had the same secret problem. They were shouting on one single channel in one single direction. One device talking, everyone else waiting their turn. Fine when a home had one laptop. A disaster the moment we all showed up with phones. So, in 2009, everything changed. 82.11n Wi Fi 4 introduced a trick called multiple antennas. Instead of one voice shouting down a hallway, picture several people carrying pieces of the same message down separate hallways at the same time and reassembling it at the door. Suddenly, Wi Fi could reach the back bedroom, and it got dramatically faster. Wi Fi 4 is the moment your house stopped having dead zones, or at least started pretending to. Now, we hit the modern era, and this is the rung most of you are actually standing on right now. In 2014, 802.11ac Wi Fi 5 opened up a whole second frequency lane, the 5 gigahertz band. Picture your old Wi Fi as a crowded 2-lane road, and Wi Fi 5 suddenly building a wide, empty highway right next to it. This is the Wi Fi that made streaming in HD feel normal. If your router is more than a few years old, there's a strong chance this is the one humming in your hallway tonight. Not bad, but not the top of the ladder anymore. And here's where it gets interesting, and because Wi Fi stopped being about raw speed. In 2019, 802.11ax and Wi Fi 6 showed up with a different mission. The problem was no longer how fast can one device go, it was how do I handle 30 hungry devices at once? Your phone, your TV, your watch, your doorbell, your roommates, everything. Wi Fi 6 learned to talk to a whole crowd simultaneously instead of one at a time, like a waiter who can finally take the entire table's order in one trip instead of running back and forth. Your single laptop barely feels Wi Fi 6, but your overloaded apartment absolutely does. Then a quiet little upgrade with a confusing name, Wi Fi 6E, same Wi Fi 6, but with the keys to a brand new, completely empty frequency, the 6 gigahertz band. No old devices, no neighbors crowding it, just open road. If Wi Fi 5 built a second highway, 6E built a private one with no traffic on it at all. For a brief moment, it was the fastest, cleanest air in your house. Which brings us to the top of the ladder, the newest rung, the one you can buy today, Wi Fi 7, released in 2024, 8.2.11b, and this is the one that breaks the rules. Here's the wild part. Wi Fi 7 can use multiple frequency bands at the same time for the same connection. Every Wi Fi before it picked one lane and stuck to it. Wi Fi 7 drives in all the lanes at once, and if one lane jams, it just shifts your data to another mid drive without you ever noticing. At full stretch, it's fast enough to download a full movie in seconds. Faster, in many homes, than the Ethernet cable physically screwed into the wall, the cable. The thing Wi Fi was supposed to be the slower, more convenient version of. It just lapped it. So let's stand back and look at the whole ladder. Wi Fi 1 let you leave the desk. Wi Fi 3 put the internet in every home. Wi Fi 4 killed the dead zones. Wi Fi 5 gave us streaming. Wi Fi 6 handled the crowd. And Wi Fi 7 beat the cable it replaced. 25 years, and that little blinking box went from struggling to load one photo to outrunning the wall itself. Now, here's the part that actually matters for you tonight. Your router and your phone have to agree on a generation, and they always drop down to the older one between them. So, if you've got a brand new Wi Fi 7 phone talking to a 6-year-old router, congratulations. You're browsing at Wi Fi 5 speeds and paying your internet bill for nothing. The fastest Wi Fi in your house is only as fast as the oldest rung the two of them share. So go flip your router over. Find the generation printed on the label. Now you know exactly where on the ladder you're standing and whether the box blinking in your hallway is keeping up with the rest of your house or quietly holding it back.